What is going on, guys? My name is Will, but you can call me Tate. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, so I hope you had an amazing holiday, but today is November 28th, Black Friday, which means today is the opening for Winterfest at Kings Island. Now, I wanted to quickly do a shot. I'm actually not at Kings Island yet. I had a quick stop to make, but I wanted to do a quick shot in the sunlight because even though I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, for some reason the nighttime mode is just not great, especially on the front-facing camera. But most of this vlog will be on the back side, so I can truly show you guys the whole event. But yeah, let's get to Kings Island. And there we are. Now, ever since Kings Island started Winterfest, I've tried to make an effort to get out here and document it every year for you guys. It is a cold one. It's about 32 degrees, so we'll see if everything that's supposed to be open is open, and let's walk in. Now, as you can see, the sun is still setting, so in about 15 minutes it should get really dark, so I'll have to grab another shot of this sort of front entryway once it gets pitch black on our way out. Now, before we get in, I did also want to say that I have uploaded a new video or short, mostly videos, every Friday since about May of this year, so it would mean the world if you guys took a second to check out my channel. But yeah, that looks terrible. Let's get in and check out Winterfest. And of course we reuse pretty much the haunt facade, but throw some Christmas lights on it, take all the scary stuff off, and put Santa and his reindeer on top. And it looks like it's going to shape out to be a very busy Winterfest opening day, especially because the park just opened 15 minutes ago. And yeah, it's really crazy that there's already people on the ice because the park just opened. But I just love this time of year, love this event. I was actually in Chicago last week for work, got a chance to go downtown, see some of their Christmas lights, and yeah, cool to come back here. So it looks like here is where the queue begins. And I've heard a bunch of different times for when the big tower lighting ceremony is. So I think I'll stick around at least until it gets a little bit darker. If we catch it, we catch it.
As old Saint Nick gets ready to ride. So Feliz Navidad. Gratitude and fairy cheat. Though the customs may change and the language is strange, this appeal we and clouds of white, a bright blessed day, a dark sacred night. To myself, wonderful world. Someone you love is near. When Christmas is the warmest time of the year. And Merry Christmas! And welcome to all of our wonderful guests here tonight. We are so excited to have you here to celebrate the season and to light up our beautiful tree. It's that time of year where people come from all around the world to celebrate family, love, and friendship.
And tonight, we welcome our special guests all the way from Canton, Ohio, the Bergman family. Come on up here, guys.
Give them a round of applause.
Coming up here.
Though the wind blows through your window, it's 90 degrees in the shade.
Some highlights there from the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. We'll post the actual countdown to the lighting as a short here in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, it looks like it's gotten dark enough where we can really see the lights. So I'm actually going to start in that corner of the park and walk all the way and end in this corner, which is actually the opposite route that I normally take. So yeah, let's get over there. Let's do a loop around the park so I can fully showcase what we've got on offer for you guys. It is so cold, guys. Like, as soon as I take out my hand from the glove to film, I just get instant cold pain on my hand. But anyways, let's head around the park. And yeah, let's get a good shot of International Street all lit up for Winterfest. Just look at all the lights on International Street, the way all the buildings are lit up. just an amazing event, and I'm glad we got to keep ours, because unfortunately it looks like Kings Dominion did not get to keep theirs. So let's head around the park. All right, so breaking right towards Boo Blasters. Now this used to be the section that actually had the most lights, and of course it's the kiddie area of the park, and this is really a family event. So let's head down the section and see how it looks. Well, while we're here, we might as well check out Boo Blasters, and it does look like nothing yet has changed on the facade, so I guess we won't tell anything until next year. Just look at this kids area with the rides. You see their small carousel lit up over there, and just all the lights. Love this event. Let's keep walking through. Now, of course, we've got a lot of kids rides open, but we also have the Great Pumpkin Coaster open. So if you've got a young one and you want a credit hop, you can get that credit. Now here's the backside. And I'm only heading over here to show you guys that our Vekoma Boomerang, our new Vekoma Boomerang, is open. So if you're looking for a ride that's not, as tame as the Great Pumpkin Coaster, but not something that's so intense as Mystic Timbers, then our new Vekoma Boomerang is open during Winterfest, which is great to see. We got a new ride. Now taking this cut towards Diamondback, and some people might disagree with me, but I love that the lights are off, because we're not drawing as much attention to a big B&M hyper that unfortunately for Winterfest sits in the middle of the plot of the park, but the fact that it's closed, not drawing too much attention to the closed ride. But yeah, let's head towards this area. Every year, Diamondback's sort of exit gift shop, as you can see the Diamondback sign right there, is turned into a photo opportunity for the young ones to take pictures with Saint Nick, also known as Santa Claus. So if that's something that you want to make sure you get done while you're here, that's where that is, right at the bottom of Diamondback's left hill. And of course, we've got the two singing booths that have been a feature for the past Winterfest as we enter this area.
Count up the moves and make sure everyone is smiling. Follow my assistant.
And we've got a Mystic Timbers queue that is spilling out of the queue. I'm guessing, yeah, it doesn't look like they have the extended queue open. So it's really just the stairs, that short duration there, and then out here, maybe, like a 30-minute max wait. Now, there was a single rider line, but I do see the fast lane sign, so I'm wondering if they took that away. Well, would you look at that? I guess that proves, focus. There we go. The board agrees with me that it's 30 minutes, so that makes me feel like I know my stuff about this park now. Let's head towards the bottom of Diamondback's drop. Yeah, Mystic Timbers, it is 30 degrees out, so I guess the operating temperature is lower than 30 degrees for Mystic, so if that's what it is when you're here, then I would expect Mystic Timbers to be open. I do think it might be on 2 trains, but still give this thing a ride. It runs faster in the cold, which is really interesting. I'm pretty sure this Coke Freestyle stand is open literally like 3 days out of the entire operating calendar for Kings Island. I'm surprised it's actually not open for Winterfest. It'd be great to get some hot chocolate. This line that you're seeing here is for that tunnel, which you see over there, which leads to the train, which is a great experience for younger ones. As you ride along the train, they play the 12 Days of Christmas, and they are not animatronics, but I guess, light up characters that reflect what's going on in the song. So a very cool experience, excuse me. I like how we themed some of our shops, like this normal funnel cake stand. It's been themed to Klaus's Confectionery. Pretty sure they have the same stuff. It looks like they've got kettle corn in there as well. But yeah, just a cool touch of detail. And there you can see what I was talking about, the 12 Days of Christmas train ride. Again, a really cool experience. Definitely a must-do if you're here with a child. You can see some of the light up things back there that reflect the song. And of course, the Beast is closed for Winterfest, although how cool would it be getting night rides starting at 6 p.m. for the Beast. If they could turn down some trims, I feel like it might make it through the course all right. That would be a really cool experience. Now, of course, the park did announce the retracking work that is happening, and you can see just through there, it's very interesting that they leave the lights on the top of the lift hill, especially because the track is not a complete circuit yet. So really interesting. That's not going to be running anytime soon. And here we've got the beautifully repainted Diamondback. It's actually crazy that you can tell how nice it looks even in the dark. And one of the cool sights to always see during Winterfest is the little pool that has the splashdown drained for Diamondback. Always a cool sight, especially because it's not that deep, so it lets you see how deep it actually is. Yeah, we're gonna keep walking there, and then we're gonna bust a left just to check out this short area, which is normally one of the paths that is not taken that much when the park is open. So it's cool to see that they throw up some lights for that section of the park. Very cool to see they've got some other entertainment all the way in the back of the park. There's some characters walking around, and yeah, just good to see all of the entertainment, all of the work they put into this event. It's weird as you can just see this sort of dark plot of land that is Diamondback, but there's just so many other lights in the park. Let's keep walking.
When all your cats are sleeping warm as toasted, you're gonna flip when old Saint Nick takes a lick on a peppermint stick. He'll come a-flying from a higher place.
And of course, all throughout the park, there are these sort of photo stations. And wow, just look at this. Again, people rarely walk this path. A lot of people don't even know that it exists. It's a cut back sort of behind the Eiffel Tower, and it ends all the way over towards the main carousel and Coney Barbecue. But just look at the way they've done this path. Winterfest sponsored, of course, by Coca-Cola, I guess. So they added this section last year, I believe. It looks like we have sound for whatever playing here, but yeah, just cool. We've got the cars and the lights down this path that's not walked a whole lot. Let's keep walking. And as we round out our path, of course, our Kings Island clock is just right there on the backside of Stunt Coaster, which is really sad that we rethemed it to the Cincinnati, sort of theme, but took away the fire, and that'll probably never come back. So now we definitely don't have the best Stunt Coaster anymore. But yeah, here's just the entrance of that land that we just walked through. And let's walk back through it to get to the other side so we can keep walking around. And now, instead of going down this path, we're gonna head this way towards the Vortex Fly, and this is another one of my favorite parts of the park, because I love the way this blue looks with all of the sort of ice crystals that are up there. And to the left, we've got another photo op, of course, the entrance to Queen City Stunt Coaster is back there. I feel like that would be a cool ride that if we were able to get up and running for Winterfest would be a great ride for families. Yeah, let's just keep going this way. To the right, of course, we've got the Vortex plot of land, and it's just really cool to see the light that is the top of the lift hill for the Beast. Got the moon up there, and it would be so cool if the Beast was open for Winterfest. Just imagine all of the night rides that you'd be able to get. And you can just sort of faintly see Orion back there. We do have some of the colored lights still around it, but we used to have the blue strip on it, and I felt like that used to really draw your attention to this 300-foot coaster that's closed. But now you really can't notice it too much as we exit this spot of land. Again, let's get a shot from that way, and now you can really see why I love it. I love the way this whole land looks with all of its blueness. And now entering my favorite section of the park during Winterfest, because the combination of the rides that light up in combination with the lights they add for Winterfest just make this such a cool area. Let's walk over here really quickly though. It does appear that it is too dark, but this is where I stood and zoomed in to check on the track work for the Beast when I was here on the last day of the year of normal operation for Kings Island. Of course, we've got Windseeker closed, sorry. And then we've got our antique cars over here. What's weird is the antique cars used to have a lot more lights. They used to have like a lot of those Walmart section, yard reindeers scattered around, which was really cool to see. But still cool how much lighting they put up for this ride. And I still don't have the credit. Well, this isn't really a credit, but one of the few rides I have not ridden here at Kings Island just because when it was added, and I've never had the chance to do it, or I've never thought about doing it. Let's look at this area of the park. Always so vibrant when the sun goes down during the normal season, but with all the Winterfest lights. So cool to see. Also, this this swing ride, I feel like the lights have always been really dim for some reason. I don't know if it needs new lights or what, but it's always been like that. And as we head towards Area 72, we see another coaster. I'm really glad we were able to get this open for Winterfest. Excuse me, we've got Racer open. We'd love to get a ride on that someday to see how that runs during Winterfest. Yeah, heading towards Area 72. Both sides of Racer are open as well, which is good to see, although I'm not sure if they've got one train running on both sides or two. I feel like this area of the park, the amount of lights here has gone down in recent years. We've really just got, sort of the facade for a Flight of Cheer. And then those look really bad, the lights that are just thrown on those. And just a couple of bushes in front of Orion, which of course is closed for the year. So happy I was able to get back on this ride, especially because it was during the day when the park was closed to the public. So it was awesome to get on. It was pitch black like this as well. I got a night ride on it. But yeah, another coaster open over here, Flight of Cheer. Interesting, these two bathrooms, these single bathrooms right here next to Orion, say they are being Winterfest and they are not open, which is really interesting. I have no clue why that would be, especially as we've got an open ride right here. But hey, let's head back out of Area 72 towards Coney Mall. I love how well our carousel is at the foot of the Eiffel Tower, which does look like that is a new, sort of light programming. I've never seen it look like that before. Now I'm always interested to know if it plays the same, sort of light show every night. Like if you came at exactly this time, if it would be playing the same thing, or if it's different every night. But as far as I can tell, there are more colors on it this year than I've ever seen. So really like the look of that. And then again, just another flat ride that when you add more lights, just makes this area so cool during Winterfest. We've got Coney Barbecue on our left, which used to be tied for my favorite place, but it's just been so inconsistent this past year, actually the past couple of years, that I definitely prefer Chicken Shack. And look at this, we've got a bar called 21 and Colder over there. Yeah, with how cold it is, I definitely would not want any cold beer in my system. And wow, we've got like a sort of DJ booth right here. Happy holidays, but really cool to see. Again, just so many small shows and things to look at when going around the park. Here we've got the entrance to Racer. Honestly, not a bad line. If they are running all 4 trains, that line is going to move really fast. So I just got some hot chocolate from that stand there. Now I was gonna head this way out just for a tiny section. Of course, we're gonna go that way next, but I'm gonna head over towards this VIP sort of area and get in there and sit, relax for a quick second and warm up. Sitting now in the VIP area. Got this, of course. Yeah, let's see how it is. So I was actually really worried that this was gonna like burn my mouth, but I was really surprised to find out it's like barely lukewarm. So I guess it'll warm me up a little bit, but it's not really hot at all, not even barely warm. Of course, International Street is the way I'm facing with the entrance of the park over there. So we are at the bottom left of the big Eiffel Tower, and we're at another part of Winterfest that is just so well done, so amazing, so immersive, with just the sheer density of how many lights. It doesn't look like it's coming out as well, but this part of the park is where our Tower Gardens is, and I don't see the Eiffel Towers. Looks like they've removed the Eiffel Towers from this part of the park, but there's so many photo ops and things to do in this small section of the park. So yeah, really cool part of Winterfest. But let's keep heading back towards this way, and we'll head towards Action Zone. Of course, we've got Adventure Express that way, that is closed, but Soul Spin here and our new Barrels ride are both open during Winterfest. So really cool to see that the Winterfest offering has grown as we've got some new rides into the park. Sorry for all of these shots without commentary. I'm just trying to showcase how beautiful this event truly is and the atmosphere of it. I mean, just look at this. The tower there, our trees there, but then when you swing around this way, just look at all this. We've got Banshee in the back. Again, does look like it's lit up with floodlight. That one does have the lift tail lights on, but you really can't hide it because it's just back here. Yeah, it would be cool if that was open during Winterfest. Imagine the hang time you would get since it already goes slow through some of its inversions. So of course that's the path back towards the end of International Street, and we're gonna keep heading this way to the right of the snowman and head towards Action Zone, the last sort of section to document for the park. And there are a couple of things over here just for Winterfest. So the first thing we've got over here is of course the sled. I guess sort of a little sledding thing where you get on a tube. You can see the line for it there. You go up and they give you, or no, they don't give you your tube. You have to carry them up the stairs yourself. It does look like they are not sliding very far. They used to slide all the way to the end. They didn't even make it barely to the bottom of the slope. That's hilarious. And the second thing we've got over here is the ice carving show. Let's see what we've got going on here. Really cool. And then if you sit here, you can see them cutting it live. So of course we've got another bar right next to the sled hill. Of course Vertigo is not open, but one of the things that makes no sense is there's a bathroom right there that you can see. And we're right next to Chicken Shack, which is open. So it would be convenient to have that bathroom open. No, that's not the one that's open. Well, let's see how far you have to walk to the bathroom that is open. That's cool that he's burning that. Let's keep walking. All the way back to the corner where the bat is and past the Banshee station. So where you have to walk, where there's no lights besides those few trees over here. No sort of, nothing to tell you that you are in Winterfest besides those few things. And then, yeah, you turn back towards this area. And yeah, I just feel like it would be much better if they opened that other bathroom in Action Zone instead of the one that's over here. It's also really cool to me that Banshee station lights, stay on. It's interesting to see what lights turn off even when there are no trains on the track. Well, that is a full walkthrough of the park during Winterfest and everything that we have on offer. I'm gonna go grab some food before heading back towards the entrance. What's interesting is that they renamed Chicken Shack to Dasher's Diner, although of course it is the Chicken Shack I know and love. What was funny is I showcased, how they were over portioning earlier this year. So let's go in and see what we get. All right, this is crazy. Maybe they changed their portions. Got a lot more fries than you normally would, but here's the thing. You used to only get 3 tenders. Now I've got what, like 5 or 6? Wow. Again, I don't know if it's Six Flags and people just don't care and our standards are gone, or they changed their policy. Regardless, that's cool, I'll take that. Wow, so again, I have no idea if they're just nice and loading people up because not a lot of people are going in there or what, but you are only supposed to get 3 tenders, so either they don't care or they just haven't been trained, which is sad either way. And now heading through our last portal back towards International Street in the entrance of the park. Again, really cool how the pathway is covered in lights. Let's take one final look down International Street, of course, with the ice skating. So cool, such a beautiful event with International Street all lit up. Absolutely love that we still have our Winterfest. Well, with that, got my food, and I am heading out. If you guys have any questions or comments about Winterfest, I read every single comment I get. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Can you catch me?